Hello everyone, GoldenNova here, and welcome to Field Test, a series where we sleeve up my latest experiment and see how it operates out in the wild. If you want to see me run these decks through their paces live, you can catch me right here on YouTube every Friday at 8 PM Central Time. Subscribing will keep you posted, and if you want to stay in the loop on any updates, follow the link in the description for my Twitter. Okay, shameless self-promotion aside, let's talk about today's thought experiment, Marfae. Using the power of sugar, spice, and everything nice, these cotton candy critters work like reverse gladiator beasts. Instead of activating their effects after battle, the Marfae will spring back to your hand at the slightest hint of danger, while providing you with a little bonus. By leveraging existing support like Calantosa and Obedience Schooled, our game plan is to stun out our opponent until we've built up enough Xyz material to take the game with Marfae time. For more in-depth information, check out the card on screen for a link to my Marfae analysis video, but if you're all caught up, let's take a look at the list I piloted. This build has a smattering of level 2 beast support with a small Paleozoic engine. Not only do the trap effects lend themselves to the stall adjacent strategy we look to execute, their monster forms will help us make our Marfae Xyz, while our little cuties can help bridge the gap into making the absolutely stellar Paleozoic bosses. This will allow us to ramp up our interaction in case the Marfae part of the deck takes too long to get off the ground. Here's the breakdown. We're running 3 puppies, 2 Cathy, 2 Pony, 2 Fenny, 1 Rabby, 3 Rescue Cat, 3 Nimble Beaver, 2 Valeriphon, 2 Calantosa, 1 Wind-Up Kitten, 2 Marfae Tag, 2 Marfae Hide and Seek, 3 Obedience Schooled, 3 Forbidden Droplets, 2 Marfae Time, 2 Oleanoids, 2 Dinomitius, 2 Canadia, and 1 Morella. In the extra, we've got 2 Mommy, 2 Forest, 1 Opabinia, 1 Animalicaris, 1 Ronin Raccoon Sandeu, 1 Mannequin Cat, 1 Crumble Logos, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Sky Cavalry Centario, 1 Phantom Knights of Cursed Javelin, 1 Herald of the Arclight, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Nightmare Cerberus. Now let's move on to the test footage. Our first opponent is playing Banish Stun and... wait a sec, playing controls my shtick right now. Time to show them who the apex predator is. It's the beaver. The beaver's the apex predator. We'll start by normal summoning that beaver so we can grab another beaver, and then we'll play hide and seek before overlaying into forest. We'll detach to get puppy, set 2 Oleanades, and at end phase summon puppy from hand. On their turn, they'll play Pot of Desires to draw 2 before normal summoning Banisher of the Radiance, but I've seen enough of that. Puppy will go back to the hand and will summon Calantosa to destroy that Banisher, but that won't stop them from summoning the Gizmek. They'll go to battle phase and attack over our forest. We'll activate Oleanades here, but I forget that that is not a Book of Moon, but it does Tornado. Thankfully, they set a second back row, so we'll activate the other Oleanades to summon an Oleanades, giving us a second level 2 monster for our next turn. On our turn, we'll normal Rescue Cat and use its effect to summon both Fenny and Pony. We'll activate Hide and Seek to shuffle back 3 beasts into our deck to draw 1 card. Hey, Dinomitius! We'll overlay for Opabinia so that we can activate it from hand. That's also to summon Oleanades from graveyard. We'll overlay into Animalicaris, and then we'll activate Opabinia's effect to search Canadia. We'll go to battle phase and attack directly for 2400, and during end phase we'll summon Puppy from hand, passing to them. On their turn, they'll play Pot of Extravagance. It must be nice to have all those draw spells. Then play Soul Absorption so they can gain some life points when they summon Eater of Millions. This will trigger Puppy though, allowing us to summon Calantosa again to destroy the big biter. When that resolves, they'll normal summon Banisher of the Light and play Gravekeeper Servant to make an attack lock. Very clever. We have the Animalicaris to destroy that Banisher of the Light. They'll gain some life points, but we basically got the game. Rescue Cat will summon Cathy and Rabby. We'll overlay into Sandeu, and that's all they had to see to concede. Our next opponent is running Evil Eyes, a theme that gives me faith that an equip-centric theme can actually work. I'm not mad, Noble Knights. I'm just disappointed. We will set 1 Marfae Time and then special summon Puppy and Fenny from hand during the end phase. On their turn, they'll play Domain so that they can search the normal summon Cerziel. We'll chain to that with Fenny and Puppy. Our idea here is to summon 2 Calantosas because that effect is not once per turn, trying to destroy both of their cards. Unfortunately, we don't layer our triggers correctly here, so when we destroy both, the Domain's going to get back the Cerziel we destroy. They'll play Evil Eye Awakening to summon it back out of their hand, special summon Basilius, play Pot of Desires to draw 2, and then send a Selene from deck to grave with Basilius. They'll activate its effect to reset it, link for Gorgon, activate the set Selene, play 1 from hand, and then play an Evil Eye of Gorgine from hand as well. It gains a lot of effects, but thankfully none of them are piercing. They'll go ahead and attack into our Calantosa, set the 2 infinite impermanents, and pass to us. On our turn, we normal summon Bellerophon, which will fetch the negate from Gorgon. This will activate both Evil Eyes of Selene's, giving them a huge attack boost at the cost of 1,000 life points. We'll overlay for Sandeu, but before it can activate, they activate permanents. We'll set a card, and then we'll special summon Fenny and Puppy during the end phase. During our opponent's standby phase, Gorgon's mandatory effect will activate, which will in turn activate the 2 Selenes. In the main phase, they'll activate Impermanence to stop Puppy from triggering off of the Basilia special summon. They'll try to attack over Puppy, but we'll activate Time, detaching material from Sandeu to bounce the Basilius. They'll try to attack over Sandeu, but it can't be destroyed while we control another beast. With nothing else, they pass to us. On our turn, they'll activate Evil Eye Desires to bounce both Sandeu and Fenny, triggering the Selenes to drain 1,000 life points to boost Gorgon by another 1,000. In main phase, we'll normal Rescue Cat. This will fetch the negate from Gorgon, causing the Selenes to trigger again. We'll tribute the Rescue Cat. The effect's negated, but we don't want to give them a chance to damage us. We'll special Fenny during end phase and pass to them. During their standby phase, Gorgon's mandatory effect will end up draining them for 1,000 because of the 2 Selenes. They'll activate Gorgon's effect to stop Puppy from bouncing, which inadvertently wins us the game because that will trigger the Selenes again, draining them for their last 500 points. Hoo-hoo! That was a fun duel. Okay, who's next on the list? No, not Numeron, it can't be. Wait, calm down, Nova. It's just an anime archetype. It can't possibly be that good. Let's give it a whirl. We'll start by playing Hide and Seek, setting the droplets, and then special summoning Kathy and Pony during the end phase. On their turn, they'll start with Lightning Storm. Great! They'll activate Numeron Network, sending Calling, summoning the 4 Numeron Gates. We'll trigger Kathy in response to search Puppy, then they'll go to battle phase. They'll attack over Pony, doubling all of their attack and dealing a total of 6,000 battle damage to us. During main phase 2, they'll Chaos Xyz Evolution into the number 1 Chaos Gate and then banish all their monsters. Hey, cool! With the blank field I can totally win. We'll normal Rescue Cat and eat the Impermanence. We'll set a Canadia, then special summon Kathy and Puppy to follow up for the next turn. Except we don't have one, because then number 1 Chaos Gate shows up, burning us for 3,000 damage and a totally fair win. I guess I should be thankful they didn't do Utopic Zexal. Oh well, no use being salty. If we're lucky, those things will never come out to the TCG. Like Red Eyes Dragoon. Right? Right? Now let's close out the video with a best of 3. Thankfully, I was able to enlist the help of some stream goers to get this footage. Big thanks to Rank Up Yugioh for helping me get this footage. Now it's time to see how Marfae stack up against Pendulum, Endymion spellbooks. On our turn, we'll set some Oleanades and Bellerophon, and special summon Puppy during the end phase. On their turn, they'll play Creation to get a Ruru, and then play Spellbook of Secrets to get Magician of Prophecy. They'll normal summon him, searching Spellbook of the Master. They'll set Master Cerberus to scale, activating it to search Jackal King, but when they activate it, we'll flip Oleanoids. They'll play Masters, copying Secrets to search Spellbook Tower. When they play it, we'll flip our other Oleanoids, destroying it and summoning our other Paleozoic. In battle phase, they'll attack Puppy, but we'll go ahead and activate its effect, swapping into Calantosa, destroying Blue Boy. I think I'm clever, but this summons a Ruru. They think they're clever, but Oleanoids is not affected by monster effects. A Ruru will, however, attack over a Calantosa. In main phase 2, they'll play Knowledge, setting a Ruru to draw 2, then pass to us. On our turn, we'll normal summon Beaver to special summon another Beaver. We'll flip summon Bellerophon, then overlay for Opabinia. We'll detach to search Dinomisius, and then overlay again for Marfae of the Forest. We'll detach to search Hide and Seek, but we don't have enough engraved to draw one. During end phase, we'll special summon Puppy and pass to them. On their turn, they'll special summon Glassbell, at which point we'll chain our Puppy. When the chain resolves, we'll summon Calantosa, they'll get their search, but Calantosa will destroy the Glassbell. They'll play Secret to search Blue Boy, but their turn is effectively over, so they'll pass to us. On our turn, we'll use Force to search as Kathy, and now we have enough beasts engraved for Hide and Seek to draw us a card. We'll detach from Opabinia to search Morella, and then we'll activate the Morella, sending Canadia, also allowing it to summon Oleanades from our graveyard. We'll normal summon Wind Up Kitten, then make an Anomalocaris, attacking directly for 2400. In main phase 2, we'll set Drops, Canadia, and Dinomisius, then move to end phase, special summoning Puppy and Kathy from hand, passing to them. On their turn, they'll play Spell Power Control to search Servant of Endymion, which they'll then set to Scales. They'll special Ice Bell, which will in turn special Glass Bell from deck. Ice and Glass Bell will activate their effects, and will respond with Puppy and Kathy. Kathy will search as Rescue Cat, and Puppy will special summon Calantosa from deck. We'll take some burn damage, but on a new chain, Calantosa will destroy Ice Bell, and Forest will blank Glass Bell. They'll normal summon Blue Boy to search them Spellbook of Secrets, and they'll activate Endymion in one of their scales. We'll chain Anomalocaris to destroy Servant so they can't Pendulum Summon. They'll play Secrets to search a Spellbook of Power. They'll play the Power to boost Blue Boy. They attack the Calantosa, but we'll flip Canadia. This will flip it face down. We'll get Morella back. That will activate Anomalocaris' Excavate, and hey, we get Marfae time! With nothing else, they'll pass to us. We'll lead with Anomalocaris to destroy the Endymion, then activate Hide and Seek to shuffle 3 beasts into our grave to draw a card. we'll overlay for Marfae of the Forest, detaching to get Marfae tag. We'll summon Nightmare Cerberus, using its effect to clear out a monster for more damage. We'll normal Rescue Cat, using its effect to summon Wind Up Kitten and Fenny. We'll overlay for Sandeu, detaching a material to make a token that matches Anomalocaris. We'll have Force attack over a Blue Boy, and then we'll attack directly for 24, 24, and 1000 for game. Alright, that's one win under our belt. Why don't we make that a pair? They'll lead by playing Creation to search a Ruru, then they'll special summon Ice Bell from hand to special summoning Glass Bell from deck. This new chain will resolve, burning us for 500 and then searching them Snowbell. This is bad. They'll synchro for Adignist or Pegasus before going into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Uh-oh. Thankfully we draw Obedience Scold, so we can play that to get 3 monsters on the board. We'll go ahead and normal summon Beaver and then make a 4-material Mommy. Maybe we can stall them out until we can get enough material to smash them. On their turn, they'll play Master Cerberus, activating its effect to search Jackal King, which they'll play to special summon Master Cerberus. Thankfully, they still can't get over Mommy, so they'll pass to us. On our turn, we'll set Time, normal Beaver, and do nothing. Cool. On their turn, they'll set Servant to scale, then play Spellbook of Power to boost Cerberus. We'll chain Marfae Time, trying to bounce the Cerberus, Servant, and Crystal Wing. We target a spellcaster, so they'll activate a Ruru to bounce our Mommy. We'll activate Mommy to absorb the Beaver, but they'll use Crystal Wing to destroy the Mommy. We'll special summon the Aruru, bounce cards into hand, but hey, Cerberus is a pendulum spell, so they'll set it to scale, activate it to get Jackal King, activate it to get Cerberus back, then reset the Servant. In battle phase, they'll attack over Beaver, and attack directly with Aruru. In main phase 2, they'll link for Crowley, searching them Spellbook of Knowledge. They'll normal summon Vare without Tribute, then play the Knowledge, sending Master to draw 2. Hey, they'll set an Impermanence and then set Scales with Endymion. They'll pendulum summon 2 Jackal Kings, and then during end phase, they'll have Witchcraft or Creation go to their hand. On our turn, we'll normal summon Rescue Cat, but that fetches the Impermanence, and that ends our turn. We'll try to activate Fenny, but then the Jackal King will just negate it and destroy it. On their turn, they'll play Witchcraft or Creation to search Witchcraft or Ruru, getting them a lot of spell counters. Then they'll play Spellbook of Secrets, searching them Blue Boy, getting them a lot of spell counters. They'll normal summon Blue Boy to search Spellbook of Knowledge, playing it to send Blue Boy to draw 2 cards, getting them a lot of spell counters. They'll activate Servant and Scale to summon Master Cerberus from deck and herself from the Scales, then they'll link for Avermax, good gravy. They'll attack over Rescue Cat for 700, and then attack with Avermax for game. Okay, so now it's 1-1, but that's what makes these duels interesting. Let's close this out in dramatic style. We'll set Tag, Time, and Oleanades, then special Fenny during the end phase and pass to them. On their turn, they'll set Cerberus to scale, using its effect to get Jackal King. They'll play that, but we'll flip the Oleanoids to stop it. Now that their play is done, they'll play Spell Power Control to get Servant of Endymion, then play Blue Boy, but then we'll activate Fenny from hand to special summon Calantosa to destroy the Blue Boy. Take that! Now that they've stopped their oh, Ice Bell and Glass Bell. Oh, we've seen this combo before. They'll search Snowbell, then synchro for Wind Pegasus, and then into Crystal Wing. If that wasn't enough, they have Secrets so they can search for Knowledge, then they'll play that to send Master to Grave to draw 2. Talk about playing through interaction. They'll use Crystal Wing to attack over Calantosa, then pass to us. On our turn, we don't have much. We'll activate Fenny in end phase, which will fetch the Crystal Wing negate, which will allow us to special summon Puppy, and then we pass to them. On their turn, they'll normal summon Ice Bell to burn us for 500. They'll go to battle phase and attack the Puppy. We try to activate it, but Crystal Wing will just negate and destroy it. We try to block some damage by activating Tag here to summon the Puppy back, but that doesn't really get us very far. Ice will destroy it, then we'll take 3,300 points of direct damage from Crystal. Servant will activate, special summoning Jackal King from deck and Servant from scale. They'll get some spell counters and then pass to us. Okay, at this point we have to draw something really good, and it's Wind Up Kitten, okay. We normal it, try to bounce the Crystal Wing, but they'll negate and destroy with the Jackal King, and well, that kind of ends our turn right there. On their turn, they'll draw Blue Boy, which they'll then normal summon, using it to search Spellbook of Secrets. They'll play that to search Spellbook Tower and then gain a bunch of spell counters. They'll play Master, mimicking Secrets, to search Spellbook of Knowledge. They'll play the Tower so that they can then play the Spellbook of Knowledge and then draw a couple of cards. Then they'll attack us for 3,000 and 2,400 for game. Oh man, that was a rough showing. But I guess when you mess with the Spellbook Academy, you get schooled. And not the obedienced kind. Let's take a look at what works and what needs work. First, the support pool is incredible. The deck we played had 9 starters between Rescue Cat, Nimble Beaver, and Obedience School, and cards like Calantosa and Wind Up Kitten, combined with the Marfae's unique gameplay style, are fantastic interrupts. Level 2 beasts have been aching for a playable shell for a while, and this is definitely a great contender. Second, Paleozoic are just as powerful as they were before, if not more so. The game's emphasis on monster effects, now more than ever, has left a lot of deck builds weak to interaction from the suite of deep sea saboteurs. They aren't beasts, but they have no problem going beast mode. And third, look at how cute their fuzzy widow paws are, I just want to beep them. And the thrill of beating an opponent with something that looks like a fuzzy throw pillow is impossible to match. But then there's the downsides. First, it's impossible to go second. Even if you open any of your starters, you don't have a lot of options to break an established board in the rank 2 toolbox. An Obedience School will limit your options even further. Second, the deck's really slow. Like, that shouldn't be a surprise when talking about a control deck, but even then, restricting your Swarm Summons to just your end phase means you won't have any opportunity to leverage that effect for anything but triggering your reactive bounces. And even then, only Puppy and Kathy are guaranteed to resolve favorably during the opening stages of the duel. Opening Pony or Fenny can very easily be bricks. Third, you will heavily rely on your extra deck to actually close out games. That might not seem like a groundbreaking revelation, I mean, look at the kinds of decks that primarily run the game. But even themes that have a 1000 attack monster can get more done to whittle down your opponent's life points by itself than a whole field of these little fellas combined. Your inability to put your opponent on a meaningful clock in simplified game states means that they'll have lots of time to stabilize and retaliate against you. And from what we've seen, Marfae do not do a good job of taking back tempo. But there's still a lot of design space to cover here. For instance, Fenny isn't really being taken advantage of in this build, and including some larger beasts to trade them out for would be a pretty neat way to put some beef in your deck. This would likely mean including Bigfoot, inviting a bit of a danger theme to the deck for potential removal and draw power. And don't think I haven't forgotten about the Ojama Marfae idea. Do you have any ideas you'd like to share about building these mushy little marshmallows? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. A big thank you to everyone who joined in on the stream while I got this footage, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.